Welcome to At Your Service, the service management podcast on the CRM Audio Network, with your hosts, Business Solutions MVPs Sarah Jelinek, Scott LaFonte, and Shawn Tabor. Resco is a leading provider of mobile solutions for Dynamics 365. Resco Mobile CRM is an invaluable tool for the field service engineer working in field service for Dynamics 365. Other solutions from Resco include Route Planner, which combines geographic and calendar data, even taking into account variables such as traffic and weather to ensure that your field agents plan the optimal route possible to their work sites. Resco also offers inspections, which allows you to create, assign, complete, and evaluate field inspections with ease. Inspections enables you to shape every step of your inspection process. For more information on these solutions, or to request a demo for any of their offerings, visit www.resco.net. We thank Resco for sponsoring this episode of At Your Service. Welcome back for another episode of At Your Service. Scott LaFonte is out on assignment. I'm not exactly sure what he's doing. He put himself on assignment. But we do have the diva in the house. Hey, Sarah.
Hey, Shawn, how's it going today?
Super good. I'm excited about today's episode. We're going to talk about something very near and dear to my heart. I'm very excited that this is going to happen, and I have to say that is the Dynamics 365UG or D365UG Service Summer Camp. It's really happening, and I'm freaking out a little bit about it.
It's very awesome. When I first heard of that, I was like, oh my gosh, this is awesome. I remember when I was first a Microsoft certified trainer, and they had like a 2 or 3 day virtual camp or virtual boot camp for everybody. And I was up at 1 a.m. watching webinars and stuff like that, and it was just really cool to learn a lot. I'm excited that this information is gonna be available for people to learn and engage with the people that have a passion for customer service.
I'm super excited about it too, and it's crazy. This all started at the last MVP Summit on a bus ride from downtown Seattle back to the hotel. Sarah Critchley and I said something in passing about how I wanted to do it, and she said it was brilliant, and then started coming up with 53 different ideas on how it could happen. So I have to thank her ravenous excitement to get things moving. It was a kick in the pants that I really needed to help get this moving, and she's done so much. So I know you're listening out there, Sarah. Good on you, CRM Cat. I appreciate it. But yeah, so and I think when this episode drops, we'll be about a month away. So wow, crazy. So yeah, so for those of you who don't know what I'm talking about, the D365UG / CRMUG Service Summer Camp is a virtual conference that's going to be held through Dynamics 365UG, August 7th through 9th. We're going to put a link to the website in the show notes, so you can go ahead and sign up. We already have some attendees signed up. I'm very excited about that, and we're going to talk about the tracks. We're going to talk about the sessions. We're going to talk about some of the speakers. And what's great about it is if you're already a member of CRMUG, you can get into this for nothing. It's just part of it. So you just sign up through CRMUG, and you can get to the Service Summer Camp. So not only will you get to attend the things live, but we're also going to have some of these on the side for recorded webinars. So if you miss something, let's say Tuesday, August 7th at 11 a.m., you can't decide whether you want to go to the introduction to field service or creative uses of flow to feed customer service. Well, don't worry about it. You just go to one and you listen to the other one later. So it's going to be great. I'm very, very excited.
Yeah, it looks awesome. I think the content is just amazing for for the agenda, looking at who's speaking, looking at what is being covered. I think it's going to be just an amazing event, and I hope that people, even if they can come and attend, like you say, a couple sessions and then just listen to other ones later, I think everyone will benefit from this.
And all three of us are going to be speaking. Scott, myself, and Sarah are all going to have sessions during the summer camp. And you, Sarah, you're going to be talking about the top 5 features of customer service and doing the introduction to customer service, as well as knowledge management.
Correct. Nothing like making me kick off the whole summer camp by having the first session right away on Tuesday. But I'm super excited because it is getting an introduction for people who've never really dived into customer service, the capabilities in Dynamics 365. I think it's going to be a great opportunity. We're going to try to cover some of those basics, and then once you get an idea of that, what are some features that you could look at adding to your implementation to better serve your end users and your customers. So I'm really excited about that. Knowledge management, always a passion of mine. I love the concept of it, and I love how it can better serve people. So I'm excited to dive into that and get some good dialogue going, hopefully with the attendees to find out, what are their pain points? What are the things that they want to see done? Get an idea of what processes they want to put in place. So I think it's just great that not only will they learn, but I will learn as well from
Yep.
the attendees.
It's gonna be cool, and we have the speakers alone. We have a ton of really awesome speakers from the community, both MVPs and probably close to being MVPs
Mm-hmm.
in various disciplines. And yeah, so the way we're gonna kick off every day is an introduction to one of the pillars. Right. So like you said, Sarah, Tuesday, you're kicking off the whole show with introduction to customer service with your top 5 features of customer service. Then Wednesday, we'll be talking about, oh, wait, I got it backwards. We're going to have, well, this might change. Schedule, obviously tentative. We'll have introductions to project service and field service within the first 3 days. So you'll get a good feel for all the areas of the service pillars within Dynamics 365. We're also going to see deeper dives into functionality. We're going to see webinars that are based on areas that aren't necessarily service, but they're tied almost directly to service. Like, for example, Joel Lindstrom's going to do a voice of the customer session, and that ties directly to services. So, you do you complete a case with one of your customers, and then you send out a survey to find out how you did, for example.
Yeah,
So,
absolutely. I think that's a great example of, it's not necessarily I would consider thinking out of the box, but there are so many different facets to customer service that, you don't see just out of the box. I guess voice of the customer is out of the box, but being able to see how does that connect to customer service? We
yeah,
think of just, oh, someone bought something, right? Just
yeah.
do it after the purchase or something, but really just getting the pulse of your customer through that way. I think I'm definitely going to sign up for that session.
Yeah. And in some of the ancillary sessions that aren't directly keyed to a specific pillar of service, but extremely informative, like Neil Benson, he's going to be talking about planning Scrum projects for Dynamics 365, which I don't know if you've ever heard Neil talk about Scrum. He's very passionate about it, and he does a great job doing it. He also has a podcast on the network. If you haven't listened to his Scrum for Dynamics podcast, but it's a great podcast as well. And he's also going to go into a deep dive customer scenario for next generation student services at the University of New South Wales. He talked to me about this project a while back during, I think it was at MVP Summit actually, and he's going to talk about a project how they deployed customer service and portals for University of New South Wales and did some really cool things to enable student services. So I love how we're going to have real life examples and it's not just theory.
Hmm.
Um, that makes me very excited. So.
Yeah, that's definitely where I think they use the term where the rubber meets the road, right? Where you just really
Hmm.
can start accelerating at that point because you can see it in real life, you can see it in practice, and everyone can learn and benefit from those not just, obviously the great things that happen as a result of it, but the lessons that people learn. Is to say
Right.
that, yep, we tried this, didn't work, didn't go that route anymore, and moved to different option. I think that's going to be extremely helpful. I love to see kind of those user end stories here of how this can impact a user's day.
Yep. And Marco Amato, he's going to be talking on Tuesday how to use the Azure serverless platform with Dynamics 365 customer engagement. So again, not completely tied to service, but could be leveraged by service in multiple ways. And he's going to talk about Azure Functions. He's going to talk about Logic Apps, and he's going to talk about how, with practical examples, how to enhance the user experience and customer experience within Dynamics 365 CE. So that's a pretty neat session as well. What we tried to do is stay true to the pillars: customer service, field service, project service, but also include sessions that add a little bit of color, add a little bit of flavor to those pillars so that you get a more well-rounded experience. We're trying to tailor to a little something for everybody, if you
Hmm.
will. And I think we've done a great job with that. And the call for proposals that we did, we had over 45 responses. So that was awesome. And we're still tweaking the schedule a little bit, but we got a lot of really great content, really great content. So based on the schedule, and you can't say your own sessions, what what are a couple sessions that have really jumped out to you that you're looking forward to see?
Well, I'm actually excited about some of the ones you mentioned here. Looking about using Azure, the Azure serverless platform. I think this is going to be really great for obviously not anyone that's just simply trying to figure out how can we extend customer service and how can we make this better, and just service overall for our end users and obviously for our customers. But I really like that there's going to be topics here that your developers, your customizers, your geeks like me, I can honestly say that really want to get in here because I mean if you get a developer, they understand, okay, some of the basic concepts, but they want to get in there and they want to say, I know a lot about coding. I want to go write something that can work
Right.
really well with this. And I think this is kind of giving them that introduction when you talk about using logic apps
Mm-hmm.
and being able to utilize something like that and just kind of sparking that creativity for them. I think that's going to be great. And I'm excited about project service. That's an area where I definitely want to get a little bit more knowledge of.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
So getting to see an introduction to that, I kind of have an intro to field service already, in going through and looking at that content and going and sitting for the exam just so I can sit amongst the other two of you in this in this podcast. But I'm really looking at taking everything to the next step. So I think that's going to be a really good feature, I'm looking forward to the opportunity to getting to virtually see these presentations by people that have participated in Summit for so long for
Mm-hmm.
CRM user group that I just conflict schedule timing working with hands-on labs I just didn't get the opportunity to sit in a session with them, so this is going to be
Right.
great to be able to view that as well.
Well, and I'm excited because this is giving folks who may not be able to, within our community, it gives them an opportunity to share their knowledge, even if they can't make it to Summit, whether it's
Hmm.
EMEA or in the US, if they can't make it to Extreme, if they can't, maybe their company's smaller and they don't have a budget, right?
Hmm.
This gives them that avenue, and I'm hoping if this is successful, we'll be able to do this every year. And
Absolutely.
who knows where this could lead, but it's a grand experiment, and hopefully it pays off. So, but talking about PSA, the content we have for PSA right now, I'm excited about that as well. We have a session by our own Scott LaFonte talking about what you need to know about when it comes to projects and resource utilization. Um, he's done a lot of work on PSA and resource utilization, and there's a lot of little nuances that you might not think about that he's going to talk about there. Also, there's a session on by Chris Huntingford, tattooed CRM guy, um, how to create, manage, and report raid logs within PSA. And if you've never had the opportunity to witness a session with Chris Huntingford, it's something to behold because the dude is excited. He is passionate about dynamics and it comes through. So I'm really looking forward to that. He's going to do great.
That's wonderful. Yeah, and especially that you can bring speakers from literally all over the world to participate in this.
Yeah.
And which they do make the effort at Summit, when we try to attend in the U.S. But like you say, it can be difficult to try arrange schedules, and especially during around Summit time, it's conference season, and you still have to work, you still have to serve your customers, and here we can provide that with just taking maybe an hour and a half out of our day to deliver a session.
Yeah, just glancing at the speakers, we have speakers from Australia, the UK, believe Finland, US, obviously. Uh, yeah, I mean, so I
Mhm.
mean that's just off first blush, but so yeah, it is global, and it's in the way we structured the agenda. It can be the timing works for folks, across the pond there, and beyond, and of course, like we said, the sessions will be uh, accessible the after it's given, so you can listen to that. So it's very exciting, and like I said, we will have links in the show notes for where you can click and register. It's free, doesn't cost you anything, which is fantastic. Um, the Dynamics 365 user group, they've been super helpful, and they've just done so much work. Lori Kramer has done a great job. We got the website, we got a fancy logo. I said, you know what I'd love? I'd love to have a tent in the logo. Bam, there's a
That's
tent in the logo.
perfect.
It's crazy.
Yep.
But yeah, it's been a lot of hard work, but it's been great to work with them. They've done a fantastic job, and they've been great partners in the effort. So
That's wonderful. So I know you talked about the amount of submissions that you had when you did your call for proposals, and
hmm
I think as you see, if this continues, which hopefully it does every year, it's just going to
hmm
continue to grow. Hopefully, like Summit, that we can have, not just the service track, but maybe the other tracks will expand and follow the lead of service and
yeah.
offer their own. So Shawn, what sessions are you looking forward to the most within our virtual Summit service camp here?
Um, let's see. I am. I really want to. I'm excited about Jonas Rapp. He's going to be participating, talking about Fetch XML Builder and XRM Toolbox tools. I want to attend that. Um, anything to do with flow, and especially when it's coming
Mm-hmm.
from Jerry Weinstock. And we have Jerry speaking at the summer camp, which I'm ecstatic about. If you haven't had a session about flow with Jerry, it's really cool. He knows his stuff. Um, so just learning about flow buttons, how we can use them, I'm a big fan of that idea. So those are a couple, and of course Chris Huntingford.
Right.
The dude is so excited.
Yeah,
He's
I
really.
agree on the flow and the Power Apps capability. I mean, just
Yep.
literally within the last year, the functionality that we've been given to add to the system is just it's mind-boggling. And sometimes I think I have to take a step back and remind myself that yes, you can utilize this. It's not just a dream anymore; it's real.
Yep. Yep.
So getting to hear, I've had the opportunity to hear Jerry speak on flow, and just the knowledge, like you say, that he has, it gives us some really good ideas of how we can utilize this within our internal CRM and as well as any implementations that we do for customers.
Yep. And one that I'm not real familiar with, but I'm excited to learn about. Uh, Anna Deminy. She is doing a session on how to use Azure Saga to replace long-running workflows.
Ooh,
Yeah, I mean that just sounds cool,
yeah,
right?
I think so.
I mean, and she she even says in the course description, I decided I will never accept a temporary long-running workflow as a solution to a problem. So I mean, she's giving you tools right there. So yeah, it's gonna be neat, and she has a good example scenario to run through. That'll be fun. That'll be fun. And I forgot to mention, we we're lucky enough to have the man himself, Ben Volm. Yes,
Shut the
indeedy.
front door.
Yes, indeedy. The big man is coming to summer camp. So, you know, it's going to be fun. It's always fun listening to Ben talk about field service and because he's super passionate and he knows everything about it. So that'll be fun too.
That will be a great session.
Uh,
And and I think for people that are coming here and they look at the session content and they realize, there's just one thing I'd really like to learn more about. That's why you attend these sessions and you provide that feedback.
yeah.
Because I know that CRM user group or D365UG, excuse me,
Hmm.
is hungry for that type of feedback to say, what do you
Yeah.
want? There's a pool of great resources that are members of this user group,
Yeah.
MVPs, like you say, MVP, soon to be MVPs,
Hmm.
that will build that content and deliver that content for you. So if you're seeing something that's not quite there that you're still interested in, please sign up and please
Right.
attend, and then let us know what you want to learn. Because if it's not out there, we build it,
Yeah.
and you will come. So
Yeah.
that's the whole idea.
And I probably have to say the one other session that I'm super excited about is Jason Latimer. He's going to talk about connected field service with particle IoT.
Oh, that'll be
So,
fun. Yes. Now,
ah,
see, now you're making it difficult for me to try to come up with my
I
schedule of
know,
what I want to attend.
I know. I mean, but how great is that we could talk about this in that kind of way,
Right.
where we have so many big hitters and so many good sessions that it's like, wow, this is a
Yeah.
real thing, you know?
I might have to take like 4.5 days of PTO just to attend the sessions that I want to attend and then to watch the ones I missed. So
Exactly.
yes, that way I'm
Exactly.
not interrupted. I can just be fully focused on the service summer camp.
Yeah. But yeah, so keep again, link in the show notes. Please register. Give us feedback if you're seeing sessions. If you're not seeing sessions that you'd like to see, there's still a little bit of time. We might still be able to make that happen. So let us know. Um, you could send an email to voice@crm.audio. That's the email address for all the podcasts, but you can send it there. You can tweet at us. Um, at CRM Hobbit is for me, at field FLD underscore service guru. It's in the show notes. Scott's Twitter handle is impossible to state, but it'll be in the show notes. Or you can tweet to Sarah at Dying365Diva and let us know what you want to see. We'll do our best to see if we can find a speaker, or if you want to speak, maybe you missed out on the call for proposals and you have a great idea. Let us know. Who knows? We might still have an opening. So, man, I'm excited. I really
This is
am.
going to be a good time, and it's going to come up
It is.
fast, which is going to be even
I
better
know.
because time does fly, and
I
we'll
know.
get
So I'm
to
freaking out. Freaking
yeah,
out.
we'll get to see it. So you're doing an intro to field service, right?
Yes, I am.
Awesome, wonderful.
Yes. Yes. Unless I panic and then say, "Hey Ben, why don't you do?" That could happen.
You'll do fine. I know you
Yeah,
will.
yeah.
You always do.
But yeah, it's gonna be fun, and I'm gonna do a couple other sessions that aren't yet on the calendar because while organizing, I forgot to do my own call for proposal. So yeah, I got to get that in there. So, but yeah, if there's something you'd like
Very
to see
neat.
me talk about, um, let me know. Maybe I'll make that happen. So yeah, but yeah, so that's I don't know what else to say about it, but I'm excited. I'm hoping that this could be an annual event, and I'm hoping it can evolve, spin off into like maybe, how you have summer camp and then you have like a day camp that you
Hmm.
go to like a day or two. Maybe in the fall or maybe next spring we have a day camp. Who knows how this could work, right? I mean,
Absolutely.
once we prove that it works, you never know how it can turn out. So yeah, so please, again, links in the show notes, register, and we hope to see you there. But
Yeah.
any
Share it
any
with your friends.
Oh,
Share it
absolutely.
with everyone in your company.
Sure.
Even if you don't deal with customer service directly, or you have people that you think would benefit because they don't work in customer service or
Yep.
any type of service field or project, still send them anyway. They're more than likely going to find something
Yep.
that they'll find as one little tidbit that'll improve how they work.
And you know what? I'm gonna do everybody a favor. Everybody that's listening, go ahead and get a pen and a piece of paper. I'm gonna give you the business justification on why you should attend Service Summer Camp. Right? Okay, I'll let you get your paper and pen. Go ahead.
Are we going to
All
hum the
right.
theme to Jeopardy? No.
I'm gonna assume they got it.
Okay,
Because
perfect.
if you didn't pause right here and then go get it, but now that you got it, it's free. That's all you need. It's free. What better justification? I don't have to go any. I can do it from my desk. Write that down, and it's free. There you go. Business justification solved. So I'm, I can't wait. I'm excited. I look forward to hearing from you guys out there. Let me know what you guys think about Service Summer Camp, and we're looking forward to giving it, presenting it to you. And any last comments before we turn it over to Agnes with Resco?
No, I just got to echo that is like the best justification I've ever heard, and I can't
There you
imagine
go.
any manager or supervisor that would say no to something that is free,
I know, right?
and you
And
get something out of it.
yeah, it's free. I can do it from my desk, and everybody can listen.
Hmm.
Everybody can attend. It's
You know,
just wonderful.
have a lunch and learn. Get some subs from Subway. Sit in a room, put it on the
There you go.
projector, and just listen.
Oh my God, if you're gonna do a watch party for one of the sessions, please tweet that to us. That
Yes.
would be so awesome. Oh my God, I would love that so much.
All right, now I'm gonna have to have a watch party, even though I work from home and I'm in my office by myself. Gonna have to invite people over just to have a watch party for it.
That's
That
right. That's right.
yes.
Oh, that's
Hey, if you
awesome.
have a watch party and I see you at Summit, I will buy you a drink. I
And
would love for you to do that. That'd be awesome.
that's right. That's right. You know what? I'm gonna up the ante. I'm gonna up the ante. Not
Uh
only
oh.
will you get a drink, but if you can prove that you had a watch party at Service Summer Camp, you will get a CRM Audio T-shirt.
So you gotta outdo me there. That's awesome.
No, no. There's
No.
still the drink. You still
Oh,
have to
I
get the
know,
drink.
but yeah,
So it's like a
like you say, you gotta
combo.
one up me. Yeah. Okay. So
Yeah,
you get
but then
yes.
but then you buy the drink and then you take the selfie with them in their CRM Audio T-shirt, having the drink, and then you tweet that. See, you win.
There we go. That's
See,
yep.
there you
So
go.
summer camp watch parties. If you're looking for
God,
ideas for food or decorations, let us know.
let's
We'll give you some tips.
let's make it an event, kids. This is gonna be fun. All right, I'm getting too excited. I gotta stop. So let's turn it over to Agnes with our from our friends at Resco with the Resco Minute. Take it away, Agnes.
Hello and welcome to this week's podcast. My name is Agnes, marketing director here at Resco, and this week I'd like to go over with you a bit about how Resco Cloud and its technology enables you to work with maps, especially in our mobile app, Resco Mobile CRM. It's actually one of the most useful features in our technology. We have a main map and an interactive map where you can see all of your ongoing, past, and even future business initiatives, such as services or even visiting other partners. And on the main map, you can actually display records from different entities at a time, or only a subset of records from a single entity itself. This map requires a record to have a GPS position in order for it to be displayed on the map. And then it's possible to switch an entity list view to a map to display all the results. So for example, after search or adding filtering criteria on the map, this map also requires GPS position. And of course, there are different variations of the map. So the last variation of a map for a single record is to show its position on an edit form. So this map also uses the GPS position, but in case that there is no GPS position available, the Resco Mobile CRM app can also use the record's address fields instead. So from a technical point of view, we're using by default the map services that are included on the specific device. So for example, for Android, that means Google Maps. For Windows Store apps, that's Bing Maps or Nokia Maps. And on the Windows desktop app, it's Google Maps. And on iOS, the user can choose whether to use Apple Maps or Google Maps, which of course need to be installed on the device. But all these maps work in an online regime. And so, they require access to the internet to display the map information. So, however, we understand that a lot of our customers use the Resco mobile app in offline mode because of poor or little to no internet connectivity for their use cases. And we've also introduced a fully offline map solution based on Mapbox Maps. So while using a Mapbox account, you can create so-called layers, so parts of a world map that will be downloaded to the mobile CRM app. And in Mapbox, it's possible to add additional layers like piping, metro network, and other data that can be used for your users' work. In the Resco mobile app, you only need to specify the layers you'd like to use in the project, and maps are downloaded to the mobile CRM app during synchronization. So we've covered that topic in previous podcasts. And as a bonus, just some extra information, it's possible to use the maps to display records that do not have a specific address or GPS position, so such as appointments or other records that are bounded to parent records. In these instances, it's actually possible to simply use a GPS position of a parent record to display the appointment on the map directly. If you'd like to learn more, visit our website, resco.net, and check out the route planner product itself in the menu. And if you have any questions, feel free to reach out to us on any one of our forums, and we'll be happy to help. Take care.
On behalf of myself, Shawn Tabor, my co-host Scott LaFonte, and the Dynamics 365 diva Sarah Jelinek, we thank you for listening and subscribing to the podcast. You can reach us at voice@crm.audio. On Twitter, you can follow us, CRM Hobbit for me, for Scott, at FLD service _guru, and of course at Dyne365 Diva for Sarah. For more information and content about what we spoke about on this episode and others, visit our blog at atyourservicepod.com. This has been At Your Service on the CRM Audio Network, a production of Dynamic Podcasts, LLC.